A long tradition of dependability and durability is associated with Toyota Tacoma pickup trucks, but times are changing. However, Toyota has been facing some difficulties, and the price of Tacoma pickup trucks has been higher than usual. Used Toyota Tacoma trucks are selling for more money than ever, as automakers are having trouble keeping up with the production of new pickup trucks and sport utility vehicles. This video is for all the Toyota fans who want to switch to Tacoma. Well, you need to hold a bit. Why is that? We'll talk about it all and see if it's worth the drive here at Tech Addicts. The United States of America has an insatiable need for pickup trucks, one of the factors that contribute to the widespread appeal of the Toyota Tacoma. The Tacoma is an excellent choice if you're searching for a sturdy and capable midsize pickup truck that's also adept off-road. However, the Toyota Tacoma is not a flawless vehicle by any stretch of the imagination. The assertion that the Tacoma is an outdated model is one of the most popular complaints made about this vehicle. Since it was released in 1995, its designs and features have definitely begun to show their age. However, even though Tacoma is getting on in years, it's still a robust vehicle. The Toyota Tacoma is a pickup truck that falls into the midsize class and is well known for its off-road skills. It has a crisp appearance on the outside, and the interior is just as gorgeous as the rest of the truck. It has an effective performer that ought to be suitable for everyone who wants a vehicle for work or merely for transportation purposes. Also included in this pickup truck from Toyota are a plethora of comfort, security, and technological features. Over the past few years, there has been a noticeable increase in the number of people purchasing midsize pickup vehicles. During that time period, they were removed from the product lines of a number of different automobile manufacturers. The most popular vehicles on the road were large SUVs and trucks. And now, an entirely new market of vehicles is expected to emerge, one in which smaller vehicles will once more see some kind of appreciation. In the coming year, the Toyota Tacoma will be up against some formidable adversaries in the form of other pickup trucks such as the Ford Ranger and the Chevrolet Colorado. The Trail Edition of the Toyota Tacoma receives the lion's share of new features and improvements. In the year 2022, we saw the introduction of an improved suspension system for this model. A little more than an inch will be added to the front lift, and half an inch will be added to the rear lift of the vehicle. In order to achieve superior performance off-road, the approach and breakover angles have been modified. Additionally, a rear-locking differential and skid plates are included in this kit to provide some additional underbody protection. If you are considering purchasing a used Tacoma or simply want to take better care of the one you already own, becoming familiar with the common issues that affect it will help you get the most out of its service life. Is it true that the Toyota Tacoma is dependable? In terms of dependability, the Toyota Tacoma has achieved scores that are about on par. In research conducted by RepairPal, it's received a score of 3.5 out of 5, and ranked 7th to last among the models that were examined in its particular category. The Toyota Tacoma, on the other hand, has a cheaper cost of ownership than the majority of pickups, despite the fact that it ranks quite low. This is due to the fact that the majority of its issues are quite insignificant and do not necessitate costly fixes. The Toyota Tacoma problems. The Tacoma, much like any other pickup, is susceptible to developing problems as the vehicle's mileage increases. The following is a list of some of the most frequent issues that Tacoma owners have reported experiencing over the years. Issues with the lower ball joints. One of the most common issues that have been documented for this model is premature wear on the lower ball joint of the front suspension. The truck becomes more difficult to steer and loses some of its capacity to center itself when its ball joints become worn and lose their tightness. Additionally, drivers may hear strange noises originated from the front suspension of the vehicle. The worst-case situation is that the entire lower ball joint comes loose from the suspension, which results in the driver losing control of the pickup. Toyota was able to track the problem down to a scratch that was made on the surface of the ball component of the lower ball joint when it was being manufactured. Trucks built between the years 1995 and 2007 are susceptible to this issue. Toyota has issued a recall for impacted Tacomas built between 2001 and 2004, and the company has offered to fix the problematic lower ball joints free of charge. Unfortunately, this recall does not apply to vehicles manufactured before a certain point in time. Toyota Tacomas with high mileage suffering from defective automatic transmissions. There have been reports of transmission issues with the Tacoma, and these issues manifest themselves in vehicles that have recorded anywhere between 125,000 and 150,000 miles. These problems will hinder the car from shifting properly, and have been observed among Tacoma vehicles made between the years 1995 and 2015. To your relief, it won't be necessary to perform a full rebuild of the automatic transmission in order to rectify this issue. It has been determined that the problem was caused by either a shift solenoid that was not functioning properly or an inappropriately adjusted throttle position sensor. Drivers have reported that their transmissions have reverted to normal after the adjustments made to the sensor and the replacement of the faulty solenoid. Front parking light lens with cracks in an amber color. It is common for the amber lenses of the front parking lights on Toyota Tacomas made in 2013, as well as those built between 2006 and 2011, to develop cracks. The parking light lenses on their vehicles are made of a material that cannot withstand the heat generated by the bulbs in the lights. The good news is that correcting the issue is simple, and all that is required to do so is to replace the parking light lens that has been damaged with a brand new one. When compared to placing an order with a dealership, using aftermarket parts to repair a Tacoma allows the owner to save a significant amount of money. A problem with the airflow meter. Problems with the performance of Tacomas constructed between the years of 1996 and 2013 have been traced to a malfunctioning mass airflow sensor, or MAF. This sensor's ability to function normally can be impaired when there is excessive dirt. If you have already cleaned the unit, but the issue is still occurring, it's likely time to replace the MAF sensor that is installed in your truck. It's possible that drivers won't become aware of the problem until their check engine light comes on, and an onboard diagnostic scan tool receives an error code from the MAF sensor. It's possible that inaccurate readings from this sensor are to blame for sluggish acceleration, choppy idling, and decreased fuel economy. The truck may also produce black smoke from its exhaust and experience surges as well as difficult starts. Problems with the throttle position sensor. There is a possibility that a faulty throttle position sensor will cause issues in Toyota Tacomas manufactured between the years 1995 and 1997, 1999 and 2000, 2002 and 2004, 2007 and 2008, and finally 2015. As was indicated before, the operation of an automatic gearbox can be disrupted by a throttle position sensor that has been wrongly adjusted. These issues with the throttle position sensor on the Tacoma may have been brought on by carbon buildup on the sensor or a throttle body that has become worn out. In the event that the throttle position sensor becomes out of alignment, the system will significantly advance the idle timing. Because of this, the engine will create less power, will waste more fuel, and will release more pollutants that are unhealthy. An ineffective starter prevents the engine from being started. The engine found in the Toyota Tacoma is typically dependable. A faulty starter is one of the potential causes to investigate in the event that the engine would not turn over. The model years 1995 through 98, 2001, 2005 and 2006, and 2008 of the Tacoma are all impacted by this issue. It has been stated that the starter fails anywhere between 100,000 and 125,000 miles into the journey. It's been reported by a few owners of the pickup that fixing a problem identical to this one they were experiencing by replacing the contacts on the starting solenoid fixed the issue. Others, on the other hand, believe that replacing the starter itself is the more sensible option. Trucks like the Toyota Tacoma aren't the only ones that could have issues like this, though. There is a possibility that other models will experience the same problems, particularly if their total mileage increases. If you're aware of them in advance, it will be easier for you to keep up with the essential checks and repairs for your vehicle's upkeep, which will allow it to remain on the road for a longer period of time. Moving forward, this is all for today's video. If you enjoyed watching it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.